Hi, scholars. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you. Let me just go ahead and introduce myself in case we've got anybody new here. Hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to my usually struggle cooking class. As you can see, I'm traveling again, so I am not cooking today. I may make a coffee because I have a little setup in front of me and I think I might want a coffee. Um, but yeah, I just thought I'd come in here and chat, answer any questions that you guys have, and just let you know what I've done so far. Hi, Living Out Loud, the podcast. Thank you so much for being here and being present. Let's see, where do I begin? I'll just go ahead and give the usual introduction. You all, this is going to be casual. I'll go for about an hour. I'm 6 hours ahead in, I think, a city called Cham, Cham, but I am in Switzerland and we're going to be leaving tomorrow and going to Italy, so I'm very excited about that. I'm part of a group tour that I've done, for years, and it's a different destination every year, but as you all know, things have been kind of postponed for a while, so I'm super excited to be back and traveling. But yes, allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I am not a proper chef. I'm just a boy mom times two. I have two teenage boys, amicably divorced from their father. As you can hear, one is snoring next to me. I did bring him on this trip. Marcus is at home and he's jealous. I do alternate with the boys. So Marcus has been to Paris and London and South Africa, and so now Alex has been to Costa Rica and Switzerland, and then tomorrow Italy. But yeah, usually what I do on my cooking channel is recreating recipes for you all that I would cook for the family, recipes that I like to eat because I love to eat. I usually am sugar-free, gluten-free, and dairy-free. Working with a metabolic specialist, before this vacation, am maintaining an 80 plus pound weight loss. Y'all, I'm gonna have so much work to do. The croissants are amazing. Let's see, what. Maintaining an 80 plus pound weight loss because I have completely changed the way that I eat and the way that I snack. I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated cholesterol and I used to have borderline blood pressure. All of that is normal now with no medication. And y'all, coming here and eating everything that I'm eating, which is everything, I definitely feel, the tightness in my hands. I feel a little bit of bloat, you know, um, in my clothes. And, when you have socks on and you take them off and you have that little indentation around your ankles, that's not normal. So all of that, I'm experiencing here, but I'm having a great time. A lot of walking, at least 10,000 steps per day. So I'm using that as kind of my reason to enjoy myself. But yeah, I just wanted to chat with you guys about what I'm doing and what I'm experiencing. Hopefully, you guys have been able to catch the series that I pre recorded for you. They go live every day on YouTube. 12 p.m. Eastern. So I did record a 10-part series, so you guys have some fresh new content. I think the first day we talked about fruit, and then the second day we talked about veggies, and then I think today's recording was on dairy. So I'd love to give you guys some tips and some suggestions that have worked for me, just for me. But yes, again, let's see who's here. We've got Lashane. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you so much. Lashane has a question. She says, "Hi Maggie." Hi Lashane. Y'all, it's late, glasses. How do you keep the discipline to cook home cooked meals daily with parenting, working, and adhering to a specific diet? What a good question. Well, Lashane, I don't know how long you've been following me, but first, welcome and thank you for the question. I think it's like a two-part answer. So I've shared with you all, I am the daughter of African immigrants, and our upbringing and what we are exposed to as children really sets the course for how we're going to be as adults. Of course, some of us come, a lot of us come from humble beginnings and you can make a lot of changes. But number one, I grew up seeing my mom cook for the family. I have a small nuclear family, just mom, dad, me, and my brother. So there were four of us. And we came to America when I was one. And my parents came for education, like a lot of immigrants do. And so my mom, went to school and worked and still, got it done. And, I joke with you guys, but it's true. When my mom was in the kitchen, my dad would say, Maggie, in the kitchen. And so I say I've been cooking since 1842 and I didn't really have a choice. But it was only when I grew up and left the house after college, I thought everybody was doing that. I thought all girls were cleaning the house from top to bottom when they were 13, and still getting straight A's. I thought all girls, and my mom taught my brother to cook, but that was the expectation. So when I got married, it was just kind of like I just fell into line because that's just how I was raised. So that's number one. And then number two, as far as, cooking every day, it is a passion of mine now. Sometimes it is a chore. Um, but after trying, the second part of the answer for you, after trying so many, I don't want to say failed diets, but, they all work, right? I've done Nutrisystem, I've done Weight Watchers, but, I'm here to tell y'all know I like to eat. And so I always thought I could either enjoy my food and hate the way it made me look, or really love what I'm eating, like now, and no other way around, or hate what I was eating and love the way it made my body look. And I've tried all of those other diets, and the problem is if you don't like the food, when you go back to eating what you do like, the weight's going to come back and then some. So, in my 40s, y'all know I'm 46 now, I got to a point where it's like, oh, shucks, you know, there really are no shortcuts. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And we try all of that stuff to kind of circumvent it, but you end up at this place where you're looking at having to be on medication for life and considering having knee surgery in your 40s because you're limping around. And, like, the weight problem turned into a health problem for me, over 40. I got that uptick at the doctor's office where it's like, okay, we need to keep an eye on this, where I had just been, just carrying around that extra weight, doing whatever. So, long-winded answer of when I started cooking my own food, I've shared with you guys within 48 hours away. I was on pain pills every day. The pain went away, and so my numbers leveled off, and then the weight just started to come off as a byproduct. So I can keep going through the drive-through, and I kind of like pay now or pay later. I can keep doing all that other stuff, but it's going to cost me in the end. So the price I pay for cooking every day, and now it's fun, right? Because I can create fun recipes, but the price I pay for not doing it overwhelms the effort. So hopefully that makes sense. But then you asked, with parenting, who y'all know that's a struggle. You see me with the boys. One's in trouble now. That's why he's asleep. He doesn't have his phone, but you did not ask for that. Parenting, working. Luckily now I work from home, thankfully. I mean, y'all know I'm a former, corporate executive. I worked for Coke downtown Atlanta, great company, but I had the 2-hour commute, ripping and running. Y'all know how it goes. And the pandemic reset was really what I needed to sit me down, and I had access to the kitchen, and the rest is history. So as far as my specific diet, I usually am pointing to that list of foods that I can have and foods that I can't have. When I got tested from the metabolic specialist, it's one of those things where you can't unhear once you've heard it, right? I can't unsee that list of foods that bother me. We struggle with all these things like, why does my skin bother me? Why does my hair, not respond? Why do I have headaches? Why do I have tummy aches? And when I learned the foods that were doing that to me and I took them out and all that stuff went away, I'm like, okay, this is just how I have to eat for the rest of my life. So if that's the case, we're going to have a good time because y'all know I like to eat. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here, my dear. Big Bad Bull, one of our first channel sponsors. Hey, Big Bad, missed you. I hope you're doing well, sir. Big Bad is asking how many steps per day. A lot. I don't carry one of those pedometer things. I've had like 3 and I've lost them all. At least 10,000. Going back and forth shopping, maybe like 15,000, but a lot. It's up to like 5 miles a day that we walk. So, and it's good, because I'm eating everything, and walking just helps with so much stuff. But I'll just describe a little bit for you all. So this is a 10-day trip, I believe, and I did put the link to the itinerary in the description in case anybody wants to see. But I'm with a group. It's a great way for a single person to travel safely. I am here with some people I know and some people I don't know. They put this together to make sure we have enough. I think there's about 40 of us so that we can fill a coach bus. So we're in the hotel. Y'all see that mountain goat behind me? Swiss Alpine. What is that? Some Ricola art. But anyway, so we're in the hotel. Literally, like when we come from different cities, like some people might be from Texas, some people might be from Atlanta, some people might be from Boston or whatever. We all arrive at the airport. The tour company schedules our flights. You pay one price and they take care of everything. And we arrive and we meet with each other. We get on the coach bus. More pictures are coming. Hopefully you guys have seen some on the community tab. And, we sleep together in the hotel. We eat together at breakfast. We walk together. We travel together. So in the morning, like for example, breakfast is at 7 a.m. and down in the lobby, all these hotels have breakfast. You eat there, then we get on the bus, and the bus takes us to the first stop, and we get out and we do a walking tour of that city and whatever they have on the itinerary. Maybe break for lunch, maybe get back on the bus, takes us to the next stop. We get out, do a walking tour. And I say walking tour, sometimes it's a walking tour. Today we went up to Mount Pilatus. I don't know. Somebody thought they saw a dragon, but it's this mountain. They gave us baseball caps. I'm not wearing this. This is from Marcus. Hi, Marcus, if you're watching. But yeah, so they have all this stuff planned out. For me, it's like adult daycare, and I love it because I have to think about so many things. It's nice when I can just turn my brain off and just, where is the bus taking me? I don't know. So Big Bad Bull, hopefully that answers your question, but it's at least 10,000 steps. What is that, like 2 miles? Anywhere from 2 to 5 miles a day. So it's not for the faint at heart. I love it. I'm one of those people that I like to kind of jam pack a lot. I want to do it all. This is not like the laid back, just kind of, what do we want to do today? There's a full itinerary. Now, of course, you can opt out. And if you just want to kind of hang back and do souvenir shopping, you can. But I'm one of those people that it's like, when I'm here, I don't know if I'm going to fly Swiss Air again, When I'm here, I want to do it all. Make a little coffee. So yes, so Big Bad. I'm going to tie everything back to my journey, because I want to make sure that I'm, kind of connecting dots. But I've been doing this every year since Marcus was 9. We took a break for the pandemic, but all these countries that I visited, it's the same kind of setup. And when I was carrying all that weight and had all that knee pain, I remember in South Africa there were some excursions that I couldn't go to, and I hated to be, that far from home. When are you going to do that again? You've paid all this money. They're about anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 each. So depending on how far you have to fly and the duration. But let's say I paid $5,000 for this trip, and I get there, my knee is buckling underneath me, and you don't want to have an emergency from home. So I was like, yeah, you guys go, just wait here. And I said, never again. And that kind of started like, I've got to do something because, I feel like I'm still young enough to travel the way I want to. So, it's made a huge difference. So now when we get up and we're moving around, we got all this stuff to do. I'm keeping up with the kids. I'm not old yet. So thank you so much for the question, Big Bad Bull. I forgot, y'all. I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to come up. But for right now, I'm just going to read your questions because I miss you guys. Sorry, y'all. Don't mean to be clearing my throat on you. That's rude. Let's see who else. Hey, Lauren is here. Hi, sweetheart. What did Lauren say? Lauren has been watching the series. Y'all, let me know what you think about that. I'm going to make some coffee here. I don't have a mug, so I'm just using this Valzer glass that they have here. And it's instant coffee, but I have this little tea kettle. So I'm going to I made some hot water. I'll make some little coffee while I'm talking to y'all. So I'd love to know what you all think. So, I do stream for you every day, when I'm cooking, but when I'm going to be gone, and I know I'm going to be gone, I want to make sure that you guys have content. They have this instant coffee, but I'm going to make it anyway. I want to make sure that you guys have content. So I did record a 10-part series about some cooking tips. The first one was fruits. The second one was veggies, and I think today was about dairy. So they're all upcoming on my YouTube page. If you want to go there and turn on your notifications, it'll let you know. And if I'm somewhere where I have service, I was able to do day 1 and day 2. I missed day 3 today, but if I'm somewhere where I have service, then I'll hop in the live chat with you guys. They're all about 5 minutes long, so they're not long at all. So thank you, Lauren, and let me know how you guys like it, because I always want to give you something when I'm gone, but I don't have any trips planned after this for a while. Anidra's here. Hi, sweetheart. Anidra says, I just made my first vegan meal today. Awesome. And you need to put your Maggie apron on next time. Awesome. Anidra, remind me, which Maggie apron do you have? We do have, let me pull this up here. We do have a Zazzle store with the Maggie aprons. You guys have seen me wear them when I'm in the kitchen. I'm going to try and open up this Nescafe Gold. You all have seen me wear them in the kitchen. The air up here, y'all, it's super clean. It's a very wealthy country. I will say this. I learned the average salary in Zurich or in Switzerland is 100,000 francs per year, and the franc is pretty much 1 to 1 US dollars. So average salary is 100K. And it shows because I've done a little bit of shopping, but all of the big brands are here. And y'all know that's not me, but if you're into like Hermes and Loro Piano, and of course, all the, this luxury brand. Y'all know I don't know that stuff. I wear $8 Gap dresses, but it is nice to window shop, and I will get you guys a photo dump if you want it. But I'm trying to select pictures every day for you. So, so yes, let me know what you made and about your apron. So thank you so much, Anidra. Tracy's here. Hi, Tracy. Tracy says, Maggie, where in Switzerland are you? So right now, I'm in a Swiss hotel, and I think the city is Cham. I don't know if it's Cham or Cham. We flew in. I'm making this instant coffee, y'all. Let's see how it turns out. I flew into Zurich. So we flew United from Atlanta to Newark. And then I think United is partners with Swiss Air. So I did not, schedule, or pick any of that with these travel groups, if they do your flights, because they're combining so many people, they, get the flights and they kind of have everybody meet, I guess, at a central location or I don't know. But so I flew Atlanta to Newark, New Jersey. And then from Newark, New Jersey was an overnight flight into Zurich, Switzerland. So I arrived at this Switzerland airport, but this Swiss hotel has been kind of our home base. So we have a coach bus. If you look on the community tab, you'll see this like fancy Mercedes bus. But y'all, that's the other thing. There's a lot of cars here that I think are luxury cars, like Mercedes and Audi. Of course, there's Porsche and all that. But we're very close to Germany. And so a lot of that German engineering is like a regular car to them, but it's really fancy. I got lots of pictures and videos. So if you're a car person, you would love it. The boys love it. So yes, today we did a walking tour of Lucerne. If you saw the picture in the community tab post. It's this really tall mountain. Y'all know I'm in the Alps, alpine, crystal clear, super clean. The water is great. So we took a cable car up to the mountain and did a little hiking. And yesterday I was in Zurich. So, yes, that's where I am. And then tomorrow we're taking the coach bus into Italy. So, I'll be in Italy for a couple of days, well, the rest of the tour, and hopefully be able to come back on for you guys again. I love the questions. Thank you. Hi, Wilbert. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I am staying safe. That's one of the reasons why I travel. I'll just hold this up for you guys. You saw the link, but EF, which is Education First, they we've talked about this. Started with the kids, but you can see it's like high schoolers or young people. But they've been doing this for a long time, and I think high schoolers can get college credit, middle schoolers can get high school credit because each tour has a theme: historical, nature, architecture. But yeah, so we stay with that group. So I'm with 30 people, and of course, you have time to veer off if you want to. There's some little milks in the hotel. I'm gonna put them in my little instant coffee. See how it does. But yeah, so if you step out to do some shopping, then we have like a meeting time and a meeting point. But I feel very safe here. Look, this country is rich. Switzerland, it's super clean and super wealthy. These people don't need anything. But they have said in Italy, when we go tomorrow, to be mindful for pickpockets, especially in some of the bigger cities. It happens. So, but I will definitely be safe. Thank you so much, sir. Hi, Dottie. You're in UK, so I've come across the pond to your neck of the woods. Hello, my dear. But yes, I've never been to Switzerland before. I almost made it to Austria, but I didn't make it. I'm just putting this creamer in this instant coffee. Um, but it's breathtaking. And I'm not a big nature person, but when you see a huge mountain in front of you and billy goats running up and down it, you're just like, what is this, National Geographic? So I'm glad I came. I'm going to make some coffee. I'm just swirling my instant coffee and milk. Y'all know what I brought. I brought my vanilla skinny syrup. So I'll put a squirt of that. And then let's see what I can do with the hot water and have some chocolate. But yes, Dottie, I think you're in the UK. I've been to the UK. Love the double-decker bus. That was fun. All right. Living Out Loud says, you like the way this sounds. Y'all know I'm slow. Are you talking about the tour and how they handle everything? Yeah, I love it too. I've traveled alone where I've booked everything myself and I've done it this way. There's pros and cons to everything. You got to have a certain time to meet, a certain time to depart. But for me, I love it. So, in case anybody's interested in joining, we do this every year. Next year, we're going to Greece, and it's always in the summer. There are, kids like college age, middle, high school age, but they're here with their teachers or chaperones or whatever, and you can definitely book as a single person. I think they charge maybe like $300 more for a single supplement, so you can have your own room instead of being, they pair the kids up. I would absolutely do it. So at the end of the night, you come back to your room and it's quiet like this. Heck yeah. All right, let's see. Living Out Loud says, I'm not old at all. Thank you, my dear. Let's see what we can do with our coffee and hot water. I know this is a glass, y'all, but it's what I got. But thank you. I don't feel old. I definitely want to act my age. You guys know that you keep me accountable so that I can age gracefully. But, it's important to me. I am a woman of a particular age, but I feel great. At 46, I feel better than I did in my 30s. So thank you for the compliment, and I plan to keep it up so I can keep cooking for y'all. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Tracy says, very nice. You live in Zurich. Tracy, I was just, y'all, look at our scholars. We're everywhere. I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. Stir it up. Oh, that's wonderful, Tracy. Some travel tips. Tracy, I am looking for a watch. Someone told me to find a watch. LIV is the brand. I don't know if you know where I can get that. Y'all, I'll show you what I got. Someone put in their request for some Swiss gear. So I got this Victorinox, a very nice watch, and there's a Swiss Army knife in there too. Wanted a legitimate, Swiss Army knife. But yes, Tracy, if you can let me know if you've ever heard of that brand, LIV, and I can drop you a link if you need to see it. I know this is bad etiquette. You're not supposed to stir and then taste it, but I do. Oh, it's so good. I'm going to tell y'all my top 3 things. I made a little video. Number 1 is the chocolate. I don't know why. Maybe it's the milk. Maybe it's the cream. This Swiss chocolate is amazing. I've had chocolate mousse. I've had just chocolate. It's great. Number 2, the pastries, y'all. The croissants here. I don't know if it's because we're close to France. I am eating them, and they might be eating me, but they're so good. They're so buttery and flaky and light and just so good. Number 3, the beverages, y'all. Oh, that's good. I don't know, and it's instant coffee. I don't know if it's because we're close to Italy, but I've had chai lattes, I've had coffees. They're excellent, excellent. Lauren wants to know the time. It is late. Right now, my iPad says 11:26, so I am 6 hours ahead of Atlanta. So I need to be in the bed. But I'm here with y'all, and I wanted some chocolate. Oh, Lashane, thank you. I just saw that. Wow, you're so welcome, my dear. I've been doing this for years, y'all, just posting, just like I've been cooking for a long time. I would just post, and I've always like done a little travel blog. But now that I have you all, my scholars, I can actually be here and answer your questions. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly generous. I'm not even cooking at night. Oh, Living Out Loud says, yeah, the tour sounds good. Yeah, take a look. I put the link in the description for this tour so you can kind of see the itinerary. In case anybody wants to join us, we always have these booked out like 2 years in advance, and you can pay it all at once if you want, or they just break it up over 24 months. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to say that's how they get you, but that's how they get you. So let's say the trip is like, I don't know, $3,000. Divide that up by 24 months. I don't know the math. Let's say it's like $200 a month. I'm making this up. But it's like, that's how I started with the first one. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do that. It's 2 years out. Okay. So you pay $200 a month, and then it's paid for, I think 2 months before you're supposed to travel is your last payment. So they can book the flights and get everything done. And what they do, this is EF Tours, they're great. When you finish paying for the trip that you're planning for, they let you know, hey, in case anybody's interested, our next trip after this one will be such and such. So before we even left for France, I knew that South Africa was next, and I was like, gotta go on safari. And you're already used to paying I'm making it up, $200 a month. So it's like, oh, just keep it going. And so that's how I'm able to travel every year. So in case anybody's interested, so we're in Switzerland and Italy this summer. Next summer is Greece. If anybody's interested, I'll drop the link with the itinerary and how you can enroll and ask questions and all that. And then in 2024, it's Egypt, y'all. Maggie's going to the pyramids. It's going to be amazing. So, and I used to alternate with the kids, but I think I have planted the seed for them to appreciate international travel. Now they can water and make it grow. They're teenagers now. So I'm not dealing with any moods and attitudes on vacation. So it'll be just me. Oh, it's going to be so good. Hi, Titanium. Thank you so much for being here. Salute to you, sir. Oh, yes, it's now 11:29 p.m. So I'll go on for about 30 more minutes so I can get in bed by midnight because breakfast is at 7. I asked for some some flight chocolates, and they gave me some. And I have a little stack I'm taking to Marcus. But since I'm here with y'all, that's going to be my meal. This coffee and chocolate. Hi, Lorinda. Thank you so much for being here. I am enjoying. I really am enjoying. We used to do this every year, and then these trips that were paid for were postponed. Of course, they let you get your money back if you wanted to, but I really wanted the experience. So I'm so glad we're able to do it now. Let's see what else y'all have. So Tracy says Switzerland has pretty good watches in any price category. Yes. From low to very, very high. Y'all, they have Swatch, and then they have stuff I've never heard of. Where is Needs watches? He needs to be, he would love it here. She says from Swatch to Rolex. Look at that. It Live doesn't tell me anything at the moment. All right, let me see if I can pull it up. Oh my God. Sorry, I shouldn't show you that out of my mouth, but oh, it's upside down. Y'all, it's so good. You want to lay down? Someone just sent me some pictures of me and Alex. See if I can show y'all. All right, let's see if I can find that watch. God, this chocolate. It is melting so slow because it's like so pure. And then paired with the coffee, come on. One piece, it's all you need. Oh my God, so good. All right, so if anybody is familiar, someone is looking for this watch. I don't know if y'all can see LIV. Apparently, this is a Swiss watch. I have never heard of this brand, but I'm trying to find it. Hi, Nana. I think he's called the pass. Nana says, hi, Maggie and Alex. You're still recovering. So thanks, Mom. Cut back on talking. I'll eat my chocolate. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yummy. So, Tracy, I did get the Lindt chocolates. Mm-hmm. Yeah, trust me. I'll be alone next year, but yes. Hi, Dee Dee. Thank you for being here. Mm-hmm. Grown man. Oh my gosh, y'all, that was so good. I don't know what it is. Sorry, I need to leave the iPad alone. I don't know if it's because the Swiss chocolate is just pure. I think, if you look at like Hershey's or some of those other brands, and look, I'm not knocking anybody. Y'all know I'm not the food police. Use what you have. I think sometimes they may have like waxy, like fillers. The Swiss chocolate is just heavenly. It's so good and so pure. So Tracy says Lindt is classic, but most people here are so spoiled with chocolate, so even the store-bought one is great. Okay, so Tracy is recommending. Tracy, could you please inbox me this so I don't forget? Because I don't see the live chat until like a while after. Or maybe I need to take a screenshot. So Tracy says, get Frey milk chocolate from Migros. And is Migros a store? We'll be in Switzerland one more day, and then tomorrow is Italy. Oh my God, y'all. I'm going to be shoe shopping. Oh my God. Pray for me. All right. Let me know if y'all have any other questions. I'll talk. I want to keep this so good. Let's see. What can we talk about food related? So the way that it works on this tour, most of the meals are included, but you do get some free time on your own. So I'll tell you guys what I've eaten today and my experience with some Swiss foods. And I'll drop the link again in case anybody wants to chat. If not, that's totally fine. Okay. So, like I shared with you guys, this is an EF Tours Education First. You can look them up. I did put the link in the description. Titanium says I should get Alex a suit from Italy. He would love it. He would absolutely love it, and it would last him 6 months. 13-year-old boy already wears a size 10.5 men's. Just bought him new shoes. So now I'm hot with that coffee. But yeah, I tell you. So Migros is a grocery store. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, my dear. All right. If you would inbox me so I don't forget. So the food here. So one of the things that I've learned, you guys, so I always want to share what I've learned. So Switzerland, you all know geographically, it's kind of in the center of Europe. So we flew into Zurich and we're making our way south all the way to Rome. So I am going to see the Acropolis and the Parthenon and the Colosseum. I hope I'm saying it right, but I'm very excited. So we flew into Zurich, came to Lucerne, where this beautiful lake around these, tall, like snow-capped mountains. I'm glad you asked, Tracy. I am not a Swiss cheese person. Y'all know I love cheese, but I did. But hey, when in Rome, right? When in Switzerland. So anytime I travel or anytime I have the opportunity, I really like to try and eat the local cuisine because I can have my regular stuff anytime. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let me tell you guys how the meals work in general on the cruise on this trip, and then I'll tell you about what I ate today. So we're together in the hotel. Excuse me. So we wake up, and I'm in a Swiss hotel. Notice the little billy goat on the Alpine mountains. That's disturbing me, but it's the decoration here. So all of the hotels have a beautiful, breakfast spread. I got pictures, but of course, bacon and eggs and toast and croissants and fresh fruit and yogurt. Their yogurt is not sweet. Cereal and milk and juices, fresh squeeze, all of that. So you got the big breakfast spread. So we eat breakfast and then we go out into the town for whatever we're doing for that day, walking tour, museum, going up the mountain in a gondola, whatever they have planned for us. And then usually lunch is on your own. So you have the opportunity to kind of try different things. If you wanted to, you can do souvenir shop or you can eat on your own. So I wanted to have the proper Swiss fondue. So I found a beautiful restaurant, and y'all know the European style, maybe you don't know. They have indoor restaurants, but when the weather is nice, they have a lot of seating on the what we would call the sidewalk or the street. It's just beautiful. People are walking. So Alex and I, we went to get a traditional Swiss fondue. And it was not in the melting pot, if y'all are familiar with that chain. And I took pictures and everything. It just takes me a while to get them up because we're, go, go, go. But the fondue was served, it came on I don't want to call it a hot plate, but like a little grill thing with a little charcoal. Maybe it wasn't charcoal, but like a flame or hot whatever. and they put the pot overneath it, over top it, and it has cheese. I'm sure it's a special type of cheese. Maybe it's Swiss cheese, but it's prepared with alcohol, so it's got like a strong bite to it. I like a little bit more of a milder cheese, but I wanted to try it. I asked the waiter what he recommended. You can get it without alcohol, but he said it doesn't taste as good. And I'm sure there's a specific type of cheese that they put in there, but it is a traditional, Swiss meal. And then they bring you a basket of bread, but the bread is cut into little cubes, little dice-sized cubes, and you have your long, I'll call it a pitchfork. I'm sure there's something, that it's called like a skewer. And so you take your bread and you dip it into the cheese sauce and you eat it. It also came with potato, like little potatoes that you could dip into, and I guess that's traditional way they serve it, just bread, potato, and the cheese. So very dairy heavy. I liked it. I'm glad I tried it. Would I get it again? Probably. There's so many other things that you can eat here. If you guys like a chicken cordon bleu, ham, chicken, with ham and cheese, Swiss cheese. Of course, I've tried Swiss cheese at breakfast. They have the cheese spread. I just don't like Swiss cheese. It's not my favorite, but y'all know I love cheese. Last night for dinner, so you're on your own for lunch. One other thing about fondue, I wanted to get like a dessert fondue where you have like the chocolate and you dip all the stuff into it. He was like, no, fondue is a meal. That's from the movies. So I learned that, okay, fine. But the dessert, oh my God, chocolate mousse, excellent. Prosecco with limoncello, excellent. And then, you have a little bit of free time on your own for your lunch meal, and then we eat dinner as a group. So today we had pasta because we're going south on our way to Italy. We had a pesto pasta and the pizza, all of that stuff. So then we eat together, dinner as a group. So breakfast and dinner are included. Lunch is usually on your own. So the cheese is okay. Not my favorite, but I'm loving it though. Let's see. Lisa says, is it 3 in the morning? No, it's 11:42. So it is, we'll go about 20 more minutes and we'll wrap it up at midnight. But we are 6 hours ahead. So I don't know where everybody is, but I'm 6 hours ahead of Atlanta time. Yeah, so Tracy says Swiss food is kind of weird. So here's the thing, y'all. I know when we look at the map, we see like all these made up lines for different companies, different countries' borders. But once you get here and you just realize throughout history, people would migrate, wars would happen. It's just a big blending of stuff. And it's fascinating. I don't know if I said this, but in Switzerland, they speak 4 languages here. They speak German. They call it Swiss German because it's got a little, Swiss, I guess, dialect. And then they speak French. They also speak Italian. And they also have like a 4th, like local dialect. They told me the name, I've forgotten. All I remember is hello, which is hello. So depending on where you are in the country, you can speak different languages. And of course, if you go to school, everybody learns English in school. And so the influence, from these old Roman cities to now being, modernized and, just all of the history from the churches and just everything. It's fascinating to me. But last night for dinner, I took pictures. We had what to me seemed like a very German meal. So it was sausages, those long sausages, and it was table length. They had this long wooden serving tray that they slid down the middle of the table, and it had like one long sausage on it that you cut and serve yourself, and then it came with like potatoes and a salad. But those type of, dare I say, Bavarian type of meals is very common here. I'm not a big like sausage by itself person. Like if I'm going to eat sausage, it's going to be on top of a pizza or in a pasta sauce or whatever. But yeah, we had link sausages for dinner last night. And of course, if you have allergies or sensitivities, they'll adjust. But I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm on vacation. I'm going to eat what they eat. So Tracy says it sounds like raclette cheese. It gets lit on fire. It was bubbling. And I took a video. Let me see if I can show you guys. I haven't posted these yet because I have to go through them, but I'll see if I can show you guys the fondue picture that I had today. I've got so many, and I think what I'll do when I'm done is get you guys like a photo dump of everything. But the ice cream, the gelato, all of it, it's all good, y'all. It is so good. Am I going the wrong way? Hold up. Let's see if I can show you guys the fondue setup, and then I'll come back to the other questions. So many shops here, y'all. Just so much you can buy. I got two phones, so I got it everywhere. But yeah, it was interesting. I'm glad I did it. Um, I'm glad I did it. Okay, so hopefully, I don't know if y'all can see there. So it's turned sideways, but you see the bowl with the cheese, and then I don't. I'll have to post these, but that's little bread sliced up, and then these little like almost fingerling potatoes, and that was the fondue. So interesting. Glad I did it. Ah, look at Tracy. Thank you. Tracy says Romanish. Oh, Romansh is the fourth national language. Okay, I didn't know that. Apparently, there's a small group of, native people that they want to, give respect to this local dialect. And so there's like a few thousand people that speak it. But yes, they have four languages here. So when you go to a restaurant, they're like, English, Dutch, German, whatever. I'm like, how do you do that? But I tell you, Europeans are great about being multilingual. Sean Miller says, enjoy your vacation, just stopping by to show love. Thank you, Mr. Sean. I appreciate that. I am enjoying not cooking. I have to be honest. Ooh, Lisa says she enjoys the food in Italy, especially the seafood. I can't wait. So, y'all know that I'm usually gluten sensitive, so I don't eat pasta. But I'm really interested in trying like pasta and pizza in Italy. So, in case anybody just joined, I'm in Switzerland now. I'm part of a group tour. The itinerary is in the description, but we flew into Zurich and we're making our way south. So I have several cities that I'm going to be stopping in. So we're leaving Switzerland tomorrow and going to Italy. So I'm very excited about that. So I just wanted to come do a quick Q&A about what I've experienced here. So Titanium is asking, how am I feeling with the food over there? Is it messing with my system? Good question. Now, y'all know I'm usually sugar-free, gluten-free, and dairy-free. I am not over here. My system is fine. I am, like when you just eat like full sugar, full dairy, like the real ice cream and whatever, you notice. But I'm fine. Trying to drink lots of water. Y'all know I always take my Life Straw with me. This is just a water bottle that has a filter in it. But the water here in the Alps is really clean. Even you can take your water bottle, the fountains in the middle of the town square, people will hold their water bottles underneath them. The water is that good. What I am noticing, Titanium, and I won't show you, but I'll tell you, I am a little swollen. So, like, when I make a fist with my hands, my fingers are a little tight, and usually they're not. Y'all, when your fingers are really swollen, that's not normal, right? You're holding on to something. I don't know what it is, but I know because this has happened to me multiple times before. I enjoy myself. Your cells are just kind of like, they suck up all that goodness and the sweet and the sugar and the salty when you eat really clean. So they're just like, oh yeah, I'm holding on to it. I don't get this. And then, we're walking a lot, 2 to 5 miles a day doing all these tours. So, I'm wearing sneakers with socks. And y'all know I work from home, so I'm usually in some type of sandal or flat. And when I went to take a shower and I took my socks off, I had a little indentation around my lower leg, where the socks are. And that's not normal, I mean, usually I put on socks, I take them off, they just slide right off. But I noticed I had like that mark, which just means extra fluid. So that's what I'm noticing. So just trying to drink lots of water. But really, I'm just gonna have to, you know, I don't want to say detox because I'm not gonna do anything crazy when I come back home. Y'all know we're gonna get right back in it, Maggie cakes or whatever I make. But the sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free is out the window when I'm on vacation. I'm a little itchy, so I'm just taking my allergy medicine, but I feel good. I feel good. I always tell you guys, it's not what you eat from time to time, it's what you eat all of the time. So I allow myself when I'm on vacation, and we'll get right back on it when we get home, when I get home. Yes, Lisa says, try the food their way, not our way. Yes. So I want to eat when I'm here in Switzerland or when I go to Italy. You know, I ask the waiter, I said, what do you recommend? And I let them tell me because a lot of times, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm with some Americans and y'all know how we do. You know, if the drinks don't have enough ice in them or, you know, the salad isn't how you would eat it, I'm here to experience. Here to have a good time. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I won't eat it again. But at least I can say that I tried, and I am. I'm asking the locals, what do you recommend? When I look at the menu, I don't just pick the thing that I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds familiar. I know some people do that. I am not the food police. I'm eating it the way they eat it. Lisa says the pizza in Italy is to die for. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh my God, y'all. I'm going to have it. I'm going to have pizza. I'm going to have pasta. I want a meatball. Maybe 3 meatballs. Okay. Focus, Maggie. Let's see what other questions y'all have. Oh, Lisa's on. Hey, Lisa. Let's see. So, I can't pronounce your name. If that's Bigtopia, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So let's bring Lisa up. Lisa wants to talk about Europe. Let's see if this will work. Y'all know I struggle stream, struggle cook. I am in the hotel on the hotel Wi-Fi. So if that Billy Goat kicks me off, I'll be back. Come on in, Lisa. Oh, side by side. There you are. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, hey everybody.
You all
I'm getting
right?
my much needed rest. Yeah, I'm all right. I got a new nephew today.
Congratulations. Hi, baby nephew. I love other people's new babies.
But yeah, I was thinking about when I went to Italy with my dad. We did a family trip with my brother because he was stationed in Italy. My dad, he taught me when I was little, like when you go to Olive Garden or we went somewhere, he's like, you don't order spaghetti when you go to Red Lobster, right? So we get to Italy 30 years later, and my dad orders a hamburger. And literally, it's a hamburger. It's a piece of bread with ham on it in Italy. I'm like, Daddy, you know better. You taught us better. He's like, I'm like, Daddy, if you want a hamburger, then I'll take you to Five Guys, but don't come to this Italian restaurant where they're serving pizza and pasta and all kind of cool stuff and ask for a hamburger.
I
Because they're
know what
going to give
you
you what you asked for, which is ham on or ham or whatever, however they say
mean.
ham. This was in
Jamon.
Italy too.
Mm-hmm.
In Spain, it's jamon, which
Mm-hmm.
is ham. But
Yep.
he asked for a hamburger. He thought he was getting beef, and he didn't get beef. My mom was like, "Oh, you got your mystery meat." So yeah, he had to learn the hard way. But you know, if you go to a seafood place, order seafood. Don't be ordering. Don't go to the pizza place and ask for meat lovers because they gonna look at you crazy. Order
Yeah.
what they have. Order their what's on the menu, and don't try to be all. And you don't get extra. What is it? You don't get refills. You know, once you drink your
Mm-hmm.
drink, you got to buy another one over there. It's like that and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
different, but it's an experience. But it's just little things like that that you. It's good to tell people so you don't look so American and make us look so bad sometimes.
No,
It's funny
you're
to
right.
say,
A few
but I
things.
love Italy. I can't wait to go back. It was so
Yeah.
fun,
I'm
and the
looking.
food was delicious.
Oh, I bet it is. I cannot wait. So, yes, I'll be in Italy for the rest of this trip. We'll be in Rome. Let me see. I have the itinerary here. I'm going to go to Florence. We're going to go to Venice and we're going to go to Rome. The history, I'm so excited. And of course, everything comes back to the food. But yeah, you're right, Lisa. And a couple things to remember for, you know, any Americans traveling to Europe. They don't really use ice. Hi, Shayla. They don't really use ice the way that we do. So when they pour their beverages, you know, they're cold, you know, from the fridge or whatnot, but they're not like over ice. So if you order a soda, don't be surprised if it comes maybe with a slice of lemon instead of ice. Hi, Shayla. Hi, sweetheart. So I so, got pictures. I got pictures. She's got
I don't know
pictures.
what she's doing.
Um,
Yeah.
so I know some people on the trip asked for ice and they got like 1 cube of ice because
Mm-hmm.
that's not common here.
They see it. Okay, good picture. All right, go back in your room and play. Okay, good girl. Yeah,
Thank you.
and the gelato. Eat all the gelato you can get because you're not gonna get anything like it once you get back.
Oh yeah, the gelato,
It's a
which is so good. It's kind of like their ice cream, y'all. They have all the sweets here. It's so. And then the other thing, they don't. Sometimes you'll get washcloth. Sometimes you won't. So I packed my own. Just a few things to learn, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Lisa. I will be posting when we get to Italy, so you guys can see what I'm eating over there.
all right, y'all. I'm going back to the comments. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Lisa. Thank you. I know, I love Shayla. Isn't she adorable? Oh my goodness. I know, I know. We want everybody to stay healthy and well. Believe me. Yes, congratulations on your baby nephew. All right, you guys, we got about 5 more minutes. It is 11:56 p.m. here. So I feel good. But we do have breakfast at 7, and then we are checking out of this Swiss hotel, and then we're gonna board the coach bus. It's a Mercedes coach bus, and I was feeling all fancy, but when you think about German engineering and everything, all that stuff is regular here. You're gonna see, if you're a car person, you're gonna see, of course, Ferrari, Tesla, Mercedes, Audi. I mean, like, just like when the red light goes, you're just going to see all of these, what I would call a luxury car. But it's great. Let me just scroll back and see if I missed anything. But yeah, I'm having a great time so far. The chocolate is my number one favorite thing here. The desserts are great. The pastries is my number two favorite food thing here. The pastries are the croissants, I mean, just everything. So good, so fresh from the oven, fresh from the oven. The people are nice. I see a lot of like tall mountain like men that make me feel like they're German soccer players, but just, and then the women, are I want to say like Heidi, with the braids in their hair, but very, very modern, at least where I'm at. We went up to the mountain today. Very, very modern. I didn't get any cash money, tap and pay everywhere. Very clean. Again, the average salary is 100,000 francs, which is like $100,000. Y'all know there's a lot of Swiss banks here. Just very open, very modern, and quite fashionable, I have to say. The people dress well, but maybe that's just Europe. They dress well, they smell well. The women are in dresses, walking along the boardwalk. It's lovely. It's lovely. Let's see what else. Lisa says, "Oh, you're on the mend. Yes, please rest up. We don't want anybody to get sick." Oh, I'm just scrolling back. If you have any last questions, we'll just stay on a couple more minutes and then it's almost midnight. Titanium says I should get Alex a suit in Italy. I want to try and get some real, like, good Italian leather. Maybe some shoes. Yes, it is very clean here. Um, I don't know if it's just, the nature, the environment, but I will tell you all here, they're very respectful of being sustainable, recycling, throwing away trash, using, limited plastics. Like they have, of course, they have straws and stuff like that. But like the serveware or the plasticware that I've seen is like bamboo instead of plastic. So when you get a beverage or a snack and you go get your condiments or whatever, they use more sustainable products. But let's see if there's anything else here. So people are nice, very clean, very wealthy. All of the stores are here. All of them. Hermes, Loro Piano, just all that stuff is all here. Just walking down the street. It's crazy. Natural wonder. It feels like a National Geographic magazine. The clouds come by, and then when it clears up, you see mountains that are just shot up from the ground, and people are hiking them. Very active people, very proud people. But yeah, just very, respectful. I'm loving it. All right, Kimchi, thank you so much. Well, I think I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much, Lisa. But yeah, so just wanted to hop on, answer any questions you have. I am traveling via coach bus, so sometimes I have service, sometimes I don't, but I'm taking lots of pictures for you guys. So far, Zurich and Lucerne, love it. I would highly recommend it if you ever have a chance. I'm going to look for that Frey chocolate, Tracy. But yes, that's all. When we get settled in Italy, we're supposed to be there for several days. I'll try and come back live for you guys based on schedules and whatnot. But I'm going to get myself ready for bed. Ah, it's so good to be seen. It's so good to see you guys too. Thank you. So we'll end on it. Lauren says, it's great seeing you, Maggie. Thank you, my dear. I missed you guys. Thanks for the update. Have a great time. Good evening, class. Okay. All right, you guys. So continue to watch the community tab in YouTube. I do have a live stream at 12 p.m. Eastern for you every day, some pre-recorded content, so you have a little bit of me every day. So please subscribe and turn on your notifications. And I'm updating pictures on Instagram and YouTube. Am I whispering? Well, I just feel like it's just me, and Alex is over here sleeping. You probably hear him snoring. Um, so, and plus, I'm really close to the camera. Usually when I'm in the kitchen, I'm banging pots around, but I hope the sound was okay. Y'all know Wilbur gives me anxiety. Always condemn you. It's bedtime, sir. Hello, I'm so glad you joined, but I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Condemn you. It is 12:02 a.m. I am 6 hours ahead of Atlanta, and we have 7 a.m. breakfast. Tomorrow is a driving day. We're going from Switzerland and driving over into Italy, and then I'll be in Italy for the rest of the trip. So yeah, it's midnight. So I'm going to go ahead and put some tie up my hair. Y'all won't see me in a bonnet, but let me go ahead and put my hair up and get in the bed. And thank you all so much for supporting. I really appreciate it, and I do miss you. And I'm thinking about capturing as much food stuff as I can. Okay, everybody says go to bed. All right, my scholars, I miss you, and we'll see you whenever I can. But I'll go live again from Italy once I get settled. All right, guys.